Hey everybody. I've been working to do little decorative things in my house that will cause me to feel inspired, as well as bring different elements of out magic in my house as decorative items. I'm going to show you a few things, and I'm going to show you some things that you won't see, I'm going to tell you about some things you won't see with the naked eye. Like, before you even get into my front door, I have, maybe people want to call them booby traps. And I do have on the same shirt I had on yesterday because I didn't sleep last night. So don't be like making fun of me because I haven't been able to get myself together yet. But I'm gonna get myself together tonight because I'm gonna go take a shower and I'm going to bed tonight. But in any case, so some things. Alarm, sorry. Some things I have been meaning to do and some things that I've already done. So before you, and I'm not going to take it outside because it's dark. I'm not going to show you. Anyway, there are things that I have at my doorstep that people who don't practice hoodoo or Haitian voodoo wouldn't even recognize as protections. They would, some of the stuff you can't even see. Some of the stuff just looks like it's supposed to be there. So, definitely research those types of things that the naked eye, people just passing by, ordinary, mundane folks, and even magical people that don't know any better won't be able to see. Okay, so I have those already like set before you even come in the door. Now I'm going to show you a couple of other things that I do and that I've set up here at my front door. Like behind me, you can't see it, and I'm not going to show it to you, is a new location for my prosperity altar. My mumbo has showed us the way that we do it in our house and how we're supposed to have it set up. And that's another thing I want to tell you guys. Don't show everybody all your altars. That's like kind of showing your hand when you're playing poker. If there is somebody who doesn't care for you, they know the hand you're playing with. I mean, there's going to be some things here that I'm going to show you right now that are going to be pretty obvious if somebody looks up or somebody looks around. But the best ones are, the ones that are just kind of like in the peripheral or right under your nose, under your feet, and you don't see them. So I'm going to switch the camera around and show you a couple of the obvious things that people are going to see. And it's kind of like a new take because I had some challenges here in my hallway because of all of the things I have going on, okay? So I'm going to turn the camera around. So one of the things, and it's dark outside, so I'm going to not take you outside, and plus it's been storming, but either here, and you can kind of see the dust of it down here, or outside, I have places where people take off their shoes when they come over my threshold or into my house. So outside by the front door, I have one. And usually when I have students here, that is full of sea salt. And what I ask my students to do is I ask them to leave their shoes at least outside for a few moments in that salt so that they may be cleansed. I also cleanse my students before they come in the door. I sprinkle them with my own personally made Florida water and flowers, and then we take those to the crossroads along with the water and dispose of them. So when I have large amounts of people who are coming to my house for something, they definitely have to remove their shoes. So these are at every door. You should always have, for them to remove their shoes. My friends know me so well that they usually take their shoes off. There's one outside. You can't see it. It's dark outside before they even come in. I've even put that, remember I put the chairs outside? Well, there's a reason why they're red, and my fellow Voodoo-sants will know why they're red. There's other things you can see. You'll know why the chairs are red, okay? And so they can sit in those chairs, take off their shoes, and if they want to, because sometimes it rains or whatever, bring it in the door. Another thing somebody was telling me about, I think it was Bokur I can't pronounce his name tonight. How do you pronounce Bokur's name? I have a big tongue tied. But anyways, having mirrors at your Omera. Gosh, what is wrong? I'm exhausted, y'all. But this is a really cool thing that you can do with these little craft store mirrors. Now, I'm going to tell you, I had a person that was not so cool at my home for a root work 201 session. And while that person was here, the evil eye that I had hanging here, I used clear hooks on my front door, fell off and broke. Okay, never fallen off and broken. But remember, if something happens to a protective amulet, like a crystal or an evil eye that breaks, it took a hit for you. So properly dispose of it at the crossroads or wherever guests. But Elmira. I cannot pronounce his name tonight. I'm so tired, y'all, but I love him. But anyways, he was talking about mirrors. But one of the things you can do is put the mirror at your front door. It doesn't have to be a big mirror because I didn't have a place here. If you notice in my entryway, I didn't have a big place where a person, as soon as they walk in, bam, they'd hit a mirror. What was I going to do? Put it on the door that leads to my dining room? No, that didn't make any sense. So I said, oh, when I had to replace my evil eye, and I had these little mirrors because I use these mirrors for my windows, which is another thing you can do. You can take glue dots and you can put the little mirrors on your windows, and that will reflect out negative energies. But also, instead of having a big giganto mirror here, because there was really no place for it, as you can see, you could have your whole hall closet doors. If you have a hall closet that has doors, something about Ohio, they remove all the closet doors. And so I had this weird paper thing here on the door, and some type of fake paper thing, and I just took it all down, put in some extra coat racks, and got a bench off of one of these Facebook garage sale groups, and made this a mini mudroom. Once again, a place where people can remove their shoes comfortably when they come into my home. Okay. So, this is, like I said, once again, a way to put mirrors up. And I just use some glue dots. You don't have to use something that's going to mess with your paint. And I have the evil eye amulet set up here. Also, what you can't see, most people can't see is, and you're not going to be able to see the whole altar. You can see the bottom of it. You'd have to get on a step stool to see what I have on my St. Michael's altar. But if you look up, you see him looking down on you, okay? But the contents of my altar are such that someone can't see it, okay? So those are just some tips of ways that you can protect yourself. Sometimes you can do artwork. My cousin made that. You can have different artwork or different amulets. You can have a broom at the door, different things like that. Sometimes, it depends on folklore, because if a person comes into your house and steps over a broom, and you sweep behind them, then they won't come back. So if you want people to come back, you might want to figure out something else to do. It just depends on how the broom is used. So in any case, I'm tired. I think I got 3 hours of sleep last night because I've got a picture wall here of my family, and I don't show a lot of pictures of my family because people use pictures in magic too. But I got a little obsessed last night and was up to 8 o'clock this morning hanging pictures in my hallway because I've been meaning to do it for quite some time. But we're in here tonight here in La Root Room. As y'all can see, we got the boxes ready for the students. You want to say hi, Shadow?
Hi.
Shadow's here hanging out with me, also known as Vernetta. I'm working on orders for y'all. We're putting some oils together. Right now, I just put a fresh bottle of booty call together. Let me tell y'all something. This stuff, oh gosh, it smells so good. Oh, I want to hit it. I tell you, that's some good stuff right there. So just working on some orders tonight and getting ready to straighten up this table because, we working right now, but you can learn on this table. Getting ready to send some of Mama Star's books to somebody who ordered them. But y'all who are coming tomorrow, your boxes are ready. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the boxes that I give. Yeah, the bug of organization, it hits me every now and then. Not often enough anyways. I used to be a professional home organizer. But if you've never been to my course, you probably haven't seen this, or if you haven't seen any of my videos, but we make boxes for all of the students that come here. You pay $300 for the weekend. You spend 4 days with me, and you'll make a regular size 5-ounce water. I'm about to mess up this box. I have to fix it again. You make a mini water. I have everybody research their own Florida water recipe. We make a cute little baby mini fixed candle. We have 3 tins. One used for working roots, and that's going to be the root mixture that you have left over after you make all of your products. One is used to make your incense, and the other one is used to make your sachet powders. So I show people how to make sachet powder. We do a jar spell, so you could do vinegar, you could do a wart water, or you can do a sweetening jar. So you'll see I got a gigantic industrial honey and all kinds of sweeteners up here, including blackstrap molasses and Karo syrup. And then the thunderstorm water is way there in the back. So that's what you'll make your jar spell with, and everybody gets a candle, the color of their choice, to burn on top of it. You get a 2-ounce cologne bottle, and down in here, and you get a 1/2-ounce oil bottle. And so when you come, everybody gets to pick the box that they like, that resonates with them the most. I try to get varied colors and things that are attractive. And so first come, first serve. Whoever gets their flight in first gets their choice of a box. And then you will make every single thing that's in this box. Now, the way I teach people how to make things is the same way that I make things myself. So, for example, we're talking about booty call. And so this is the herb and root mixture for booty call. And there's all types of different things, including juniper berries and cardamom, which you can pretty much see. But there's other stuff in here. And so what's in the booty call is the same for the oil as it would be the cologne, as it would be the water, as it would be the working roots. So anytime you get this particular mixture from me in any of my products, the herb and root mixtures are going to be the same. There's not a separate recipe for my lust and sex formulation. It's always the same. It's just in a different, what do you call those? Modality. And these are all the modalities that you learn when you come and you spend 4 days with me. So if you're interested, we have spaces in November and December. We will not be having sessions in September or October due to spiritual activities and the Daughters of the Moon convention. I won't be available in September or September or October. But November and December, there's at least 2 spaces left in November, and I think 3 spaces left in December. Now, I'm going to let y'all know right now, just like the cost of my readings is going up, the cost of Rootwork 201 will be going up in 2018 as well. Why? Because inflation, and I found out that, you're going to get your money's worth. But in order to buy more supplies and do more than just break even, and then, the fact that you don't have to pay for a hotel when you come and stay with me, it's going to be a little price increase there. But not so much that you can't afford it. And you're still always going to have the option of ordering, paying half the tuition up front to secure your spot, and then half the tuition at least 2 weeks before the class takes place. If something happens where you can't make it, I've had a person have to withdraw because they have some health concerns. And I have another person who actually has a client who's going into labor. The bottom line is, if you paid or if you've won a scholarship from me, you can reschedule at a later date. So why we don't refund, and it's said so on the website, we always work with people because stuff happens, life happens. So, but anyways, I'm gonna make these oils for this order, and I feel like I'm slowly falling apart. And I'll be going to bed very, very, very soon. People ask me, do I sleep? I've actually started trying to sleep at least 7 hours a night, if not more. Luckily, I work at home. So, for my regular job as well as this job. And so it's kind of easier to be up late. But I burnt the candle at both ends last night. I don't know what happened. When you guys... pictures are powerful. That's one of the reasons why, there's some kids, like at my daughter's school, when they took pictures of people, the parents signed a thing that said they didn't want their child's pictures taken. Some religions will bar people from capturing your image. You know, sometimes people think, you know, the old wives' tales, like it's like your ashe is being snatched by the camera. A lot of people don't like to take pictures. But one of the things is pictures are powerful and they bring back memories. And then they show you things that you weren't around to see. I found the only picture of my great-grandmother that I have and some pictures of my grandfather looking spry back from 1966, which was 3 years before I was born. So these pictures are over 50 years old. They're just those little brownie snapshot squares. How I wish I could enlarge them. But they're still, I'm going to find a way to, I'm going to scan them all so that they'll be preserved and find a nice way to put them in some type of frame so that they can go on my ancestor altar, because I don't have my great-grandmother on there. I don't have a picture of my grandfather on there. And I don't have a lot of good pictures of them. And I was a photographer, so that's another thing. While your personal family pictures are not really something for public consumption, Tasha knocking on the door. Why should she ring the doorbell? You know, for everybody to see all the time. They are powerful. There's the doorbell. I have taken people's last pictures. I've taken pictures of somebody who we didn't know was going to die. I did a photography session for somebody. Or I've done pictures for people who are suffering from life-threatening diseases. And I've even done a funeral for a 12-year-old boy who passed away from cancer. And that's the thing. Images are important. And I just realized last night, it's probably why I was up last night, because I'm pouring through decades of my life and my family's life and my friend's life. And it's like, wow, I remember that. Or, wow, I don't remember that. You know, that type of thing. So remember, images are important. Surround yourself with images that create positive thoughts for you. Don't surround yourself with negative images. Make your environment a positive one, and you'll be a much happier person. Oh yeah, can I show? Hello, hey, look, how you doing, soul sister? Hold on, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Say hey. Look, now let me show y'all what shadows coming to Big Liz Conjure very soon. When we did chicken feet, which is another protective amulet, which you can hang at your front door. Hell, I'm wearing mine around my neck. This comes from the belief that chickens, you know, with African foot track magic being very much a thing with gopher dust and things like that, chickens would be out in the front yard in the South, and they would be scratching out that magic, getting rid of whatever anybody has left on your doorstep. And so when we did the chicken foot amulets at the Black Witch meeting, what was that? Was that 2 months ago? Mm-hmm. Man, Shadow sat up here and did the damn thing. And I told her if she did not come over here and do chicken feet for the website, that I was going to chain her to my table. So she has been, oh yeah, let me see the black one too. I want the black and white one, and I want to get some black pearls, and I want to cross them up, and I want to put a skeleton key on them, and I want to hang them on the front door. That's you know, that's to give some folks some pause. They be like, what's going on up in there? You know, my mentors used to have this thing that hung on their door, and when I didn't practice, I used to just be their dog sitter. It scared the hell out of me. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do to folks. So yeah, so once again, so this kind of fits in our video here. It's a little dark, but here's a black on black chicken foot. I mean, yes, and I want some black pearls. So I'm imagining getting these two here. Hold on, this is gonna be the bomb if I can make it happen. Hey, Sydney. So Sydney, I was showing everybody the boxes that you get when you come to class. I'm gonna have her figure out a way to bind these two together, maybe with red string. You know how that red string works, yeah, boo. Maybe even a mercury dime. Oh, but definitely the skeleton key. Cross those up and put them on your door. I'm just trying to get some better light for y'all. But isn't that hot? Aren't they just amazing? So yeah, hers, like, by far were the best. You got a talent. You got to do this, and they'll be on the website. She's been working on them slowly, but she's been helping me get ready for the students here. And let me tell y'all, sister is exhausted, but y'all gonna have some fresh sheets, okay? Because your laundry is done. And somehow I'm going to the grocery store in the morning, trying to figure out some good vegan meals because we got vegetarians and vegans coming too. So trying to make food that everybody can enjoy and have a great time, because we do eat. We eat, we hang out, we laugh. It's not really a retreat because you're working. You will be working, but it's fun, and you leave with sisters. And we are going to have a group reunion next year, probably around next April, to mark the 1 year, and probably it's going to be in NOLA. I'm thinking NOLA, but we'll see. We haven't had email students, and you know what? I do divination for men just like I do for everybody else. We have separate sleeping quarters if that bothers people. You know, I had one dude who was sweating me, okay? He was calling me repeatedly, and I did the honest thing because he was creeping me out, and I did the divination, and the divination said no. But I will never discriminate, you know. I think that everybody who comes here as a grown person knows how to act. So if there's a man that wants to come and be trained, you know, come on, your money green. Shoot, it don't matter that you have a penis. It might even be an advantage. Anyways, I'm a dirty old woman. Anyways, all right, y'all. Stay black, love, peace, and Afro grease. I'll talk to you later. The next video that you'll see will be my students here learning stuff and having a good time. This time I think I'm gonna do video on field trips. We have not done video on field trips, so I'm gonna take and show you some of the stores that we have here in Columbus, Ohio. Because I think we need to rename Columbus. This should be like the occult capital #2, because I know NOLA's like 1, well, maybe #3. I don't know. I don't like Salem that much. So I'm thinking we #2 because we got some stores for y'all here. I've never seen anything like this, and I'm from Chicago. There's nothing I can't find for my practice. It's somewhere here in Columbus. It's just, you know. And then Shadow was just telling me I made a post about that ancient apothecary with all the old herbs and roots in Alexandria, Virginia. Well, guess what? We have one here. Didn't know it. In fact, Shadow dresses up from like the 1800s, from the 1890s, and plays the part of the apothecary doctor. Ain't that bitch? I don't know how long she be holding out. I'm sorry. You wrong for that. I'm filming her now. I looked at her when she told me that shit, y'all. I was just like, how you gonna be at the plaything? You know, they used to do that in Naperville where we lived, had a little pretend colony, and everybody be talking like you at the Renaissance Fair and shit, be and know and now and shit. And I'll be like all transformed and, you know, in another time zone and space and time. It's some cool shit. So I asked her, you know, hopefully maybe they'll be open when we have a Root Work 201 session and we can visit. So anyways, I'm going to let you all go. I'm exhausted. I'm babbling. I couldn't even pronounce Bokor Amelra's. I still can't pronounce it. Amelra's name. I could not pronounce his name. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I'm tired. I mean, like, I ain't slept. I mispronounce things like proprietary all the time. I'm shocked that I can get that one right today. That's my bad one, proprietary. So don't feel bad, Bokor, that I couldn't pronounce your name today. I'll be messing up some language. And I have a master's degree in English. I should be ashamed of myself. Anyways, y'all, holler. I'll talk to you later. Bye.